Right, all right. So now we have some questions that we're going to look at under statistics. So the first question we're going to look at is saying that the following table shows the distribution of length of residential plots in a village. All right, so the following table shows the distribution of length of residential plots in a village. So we have the table, right, that is showing all that information. So saying the length of plots, then we have the frequency, and we have the length that is 6 meters to 10 meters, 11 meters to 15 meters, 16 meters to 20 meters, 21 meters to 25 meters, and 36 meters to 30 meters, 31 meters to 35. Then we have the frequency, which is 2, 13, 47, 33, 10, and 6. So what this means that those plots between 6 and 10 meters were 2. Those between 11 meters and 15, they are 13. And those who got 16 meters and 20 meters, they were 47. Those who got 21 meters, between 21 meters and 25, they were 33. And those who got 26 and 30, they were 10. And those who got 31 and 35, they were 6. So that's what it means, all right? So now we're being asked to say, for the data above, calculate the mean, the variance, and the standard deviation. So what we are going to start with is to find the mean. All right, so we're going to find the mean. So now how do we get to find the mean? That's what we're going to look at in the next video, because I don't want to make this video as lengthy, because it will be very hard to upload, and also for you guys to download them. So right, so we are just from studying the question. All right, so after we studied the question, now we can answer the first one, saying calculate the mean, right? So our mean can be calculated by the use of a table, right? So that's the table that we are going to use, right? So under this table, on this part, we are going to enter this data for the length, right? And then for this part, we are going to enter the frequency. Then after that, we get to find the midpoint of our given data. After we find the midpoint, now we find the product of the frequency and the midpoint. All right, then we would see what follows. Then we put in the formula that is mean is equal to the summation of the product that we're going to find over the summation of x. By x, I mean f. All right, so I'll get to explain when we get there. So, all right, so we are going to have something like this, like I've explained. So this is our length from the given data and our frequency from our given data. So now I was finding the midpoint. So now how did I come up with that midpoint? The data for the midpoint. I was adding, like I have 6 plus 10, it is 16. Then 16 divided by 2, 16 divided by 2, it is 8. Then I have 11 plus 15, which is 26, right? So I said 26, okay. 26 divided by 2, I got 13. That's how that 13 came about. Then I did the same. 16 plus 20 is 36. 36 divided by 2, I'm getting 18. That's how 18 came about. Then I said 21 plus 25, all right, 21 plus 25, which gave me 46. So I said 46 divided by 2, I got 23. That's 23. Then in 26 plus 30, I got 56. Oh, wait, 26 plus 30, I got 56. Then I said 56 divided by 2, and I got 28. And in fact, here it's supposed to be 28. Good. I got 28. Then I said 31 plus 35, 66. 66 divided by 2 is 33. So that's how I found the midpoint. So now that I found the midpoint, what next is to find the product now of the frequency and the midpoint. So 2 times 8 is 16. That's why I need to indicate there. All right. Then 13 times 13, I get 169. All right. Then if I say 47 times 18, what am I getting? I'm getting 846. 846. All right, so we'll indicate here 846. All right, then we come to the 3 times 23. The 3 times 20, 23. What are we getting? Okay, 23. We are getting 759. So we indicate here 759. What about 10 times 28 is 280. All right, then 6 times 33. 6 times 33, of course, we are going to get 198. 198, yes. It's 198. Like that. Then if I now find the summation, right? The summation of f, that is if I add all that, that's what it means by summation. So the summation of f, let me just do this. Summation of f is equal to, we add all that, so it will be 2 plus 13, all right, 2 plus 13 plus 47 plus 33 plus 10 plus 6. We are getting 111. 111. All right, then we also find the summation of f of x. The summation of f of x, that means say 16 plus 169 plus 846 plus 759 plus 280 plus 198. And the final answer will be 2000, all right, 2268. So summation of f of x is equal to 2268. All right, now this is just data correction, right? Because now the formula for mean is mean with a x with a bar is equal to summation of f of x over summation of f. So what is summation of f of x? Is that, so I'm going to say 2268 over summation of f, it's 11. So if we get to divide that now, so we're going to say our mean is equal to, now I've put a pi. Our mean is equal to 2268 divided by 111. We are finding 20.43243,243. Leaving our answer in the 2dp, it will be 20.43. That's how you get to find the mean. All right, that's how you find the mean. So having done that, my good friends, we can easily go back to the next question that's asking us to find the variance. All right, we are now going to look at a question that is asking us to find the variance. So check out the next video as we get to do that. Right, now when finding the variance, right, when finding the variance on our table, we are going to add 3 more boxes, 3 more spaces, okay? So we have that, that, and that. So in this here, we're going to say x minus x squared, right? Then in the next box, we are going to have, all right, so instead of squared, I meant bar, that is for the mean. Okay, so what we are going to do now, the next thing that we are going to do is we are going to now subtract from the midpoint minus the mean. Midpoint minus the mean, midpoint minus the mean. That's what we're going to do. So what we found for mean was 20.43. All right, so we're going to now say what is our midpoint for the first part is 8. So we say 8 minus 20.43. Okay, so if we say 8 minus 20.43, what are we going to get? We're going to get negative 12.43. You can still check it out. Check. Again, we come here. So we're going to subtract 13 minus that. X minus the mean. So we're going to get, all right, so for this one now, we're going to say 18 minus 20.43, we get negative 2.43. Then we say 23 minus 20.43. What are we getting? We are going to get positive 2.43. 57. Please check out on your calculators, confirm this data that I'm putting here in so that we move together. Then what about 28? 28 minus 20.43. What are we getting? 28 minus 20.43. If you found 7.57, you're very much correct. How about 33 minus 20.43? 33 minus 20.43, what are you getting? If you got 12.57, you're very much correct. So we are done entering this data. So what we are going to do next is, now we're going to square this. That's what this means. So we get to square our results. We get to square these results now. That's what we're going to do. So what is negative 12.43 squared? Negative 12.43 squared, we are going to get 154.5. 154.5. Leaving our answer in 1 dp, right? Just to be safe. Okay, then what else? We square now this one. Negative 7.43 squared. What are we getting? All right, so we are going to get 55.2. So we say 55.2. All right, what about negative 2.43 squared? Negative 2.43 squared. All right, so we're going to get 5.9. 5.9. Then what about 2.57? 2.57 squared. 2.57 squared is 6.6. All right, 6.6. What about 7.57 squared as well? We are getting 57.3. So we have 57.3. All right. Then what else? What we have now, we are going to say 12.57 squared. 12.57 squared, we are going to get 150, just 150. So 158, sorry, 158. All right. Now we have also done with that data. The next thing that we are going to do is to find the product now for the frequency times what we have found here. So it is f times that. So what on our first part, what is our f? Is 2. So now we're saying 2 times that. All right, 2 times that. Okay, so 2 times 154.5. 2 times 154 times, okay, you're going to get 309. So we write 309 right there. We do the same now. We're going to say 13 times that. Then after that, we indicate 47 times that, 33 times that, 10 times that, 6 times that. All right? That's how we are going to do it. All right. So after we are done multiplying this times that, we get 309. Then 13 times that, we got 717.6. Then we have 47 times 5.9, we got that. Then we say 33 times 6.6, we got that. 10 times that one, we got that. 6 times that, we got that. Then we find the summation of that. So we add all that, and we are going to find the summation. Let me just put it here. Summation of f of x minus x bar squared. It will give us 3042.7. All right. Now, when we are finding now the variance, we are going to say for variance, okay, for variance, which is, all right, so variance is equal to, the summation of f of open bracket x minus x bar squared over the summation of f. All right, so what it means is that we are going, the summation of that, it is this. So it is 3042.7 over the summation of f we found was that, all right, which is 111. So it's 1 over 111. Then on our calculator, since we already have that, we just say divide by 111. Our answer is 27.4. So our variance is equal to 27.4. All right, that's how you get to find the variance. So quickly, let's check out now the standard deviation. right, now we are going to solve this one minus all the tables and stuff, all right, without using all this information. Okay, we are going to solve this one now without using all that unnecessary information. So what we are going to do is we are going to use the given frequency, right? The given frequency multiplied by the midpoint. So this frequency multiplied by the midpoint, that frequency multiplied by the midpoint, that frequency multiplied by the midpoint, just like that. So now how are we going to do that? So we say, since we are finding mean, so we say x bar is equal to, all right, is equal to 2 open bracket plus 13 open bracket plus 47 open bracket plus 33 open bracket plus 10 open bracket plus 6 open bracket. So what is the midpoint of 6 plus 10? The half of 6 plus 10, which is 6 plus 10 is 16. So 16 divided by 2, it's 8. So put 8 right there. Okay, so here we're going to have 8. Then there we're going to have 11 plus 15 is 26. So 26 divided by 2 is 13. Okay, then 16 plus 20, it is 36. Divided by 2, we have 18. All right, then we say 21 plus 25 is 46. 46 divided by 2 is 23. All right, then we say 26 plus 30, we get 56. 56 divided by 2 is 28. All right, then we say 31 plus 35 is 66. Divided by 2 is 33. All right, this is what we're going to put in this. So we have 13, 18, 23, 28, and 33 over now. How are we going to find now the total? How are we going to find the total? We are going to add those two. All right, 2 plus 13. We are going to add the frequency. 2 plus 13 plus 47 plus 33 plus 10 plus 6. All right, and our answer, let me do this. 2 plus 13 plus 47 plus 33 plus 10 plus 6. We get 111. So this 111 is the one that we get to divide by. All right, we're finding the mean. So now our mean is equal to, we add everything that is up here. So we are going to say 2 open bracket 8 plus 13 open bracket 13 plus 47 open bracket 18 plus 33 open bracket 23 plus 10 open bracket 28 plus 6 open bracket 33. All right, then we say equals, we are getting 2,268. So on top of 2,268 over 111, sorry, over 111. So our mean now, our mean is equal to 2,268 divided by 111. We are getting 20.4 in 1 dB. So 20.4 is our mean. So we have managed to find mean by not using all this unnecessary information. All right, so we managed to find mean. Here we found mean to be what? 20.43 or 20.4, like that. All right. Now let's continue. Now we find the variance. How are we going to find the variance now? All right. So now, how are we going to find the variance? Right. So how we are going to find the variance? We are going to use this variance. Okay. We are going to use this information, saying the summation. Okay. The summation of fx squared over the summation of f minus the square of our mean. All right, we get to square our mean. So before we do that, because our mean we know it, but the summation, all right, but the summation of fx squared, all right, over f of x, that tells us now that this x that is the one that we need to square now. All right, so our f is 2, 13, our frequency is 2, 13, 47, 33, 10, and 6. But now our x is this that we need now to square. So we're going to say, let me just write it down here. All right, so we have this, so we get to square this, that, and that over the summation of f is the one that we found as our total. All right, the total of our frequency, which we found 111. So now we are going to, on our calculator, and just punch everything. So say 2 open bracket 8 squared, all right, plus 13 open bracket 13 squared plus, all right, plus 47 open bracket 47 open bracket, we have 18 squared plus 33 open bracket 23 squared plus 10 open bracket 28 squared plus 6 open bracket 33 squared. All right, so on top we are going to have that. All right, we have 49,384. So 49,384 over our summation of f. That is the total of our frequency. All right, then now that we have that, we get to divide. So we're going to say divide by 111. So we're going to have 444.9. So we're going to have 444.9. So this is only for that. This, okay? So for us to find now the variance, for us to find the variance, we get to subtract by the square of our mean. So what is 20.4 squared? 20.4 squared. We are going to get 416.16. Say minus 416.16. So now on our calculator, we're going to say 444.9 minus 416.116. What are we getting? Our total will be 28.74. So we're going to say our mean now is 28.74, which is same as 28. All right, so there's a bit difference from what we found. All right, there's a bit difference. This one here we found 27.4, right? Due to the decimal places that we're rounding it off, okay? So we are going to see if indeed our standard deviation will be 5.2, all right? If you're going to get something near 5.5 or 5.6, that means there's something wrong with our work. But if it will be 5.0 and our decimal point here is less than 5, that means we are in the right track. So now, since we found the standard deviation, we are now going to square root that. All right, so we're going to square root 28.74. And what would be our answer? Our answer is 5.3. All right, if one can say 5.4. Okay, so our standard deviation is equal to, after we square root that, is equal to 5.4. Okay, which is close, almost close to that. All right, 5.2 by 5.4. And of course, with such calculation, there's always room for acceptable answers. Right, there's always a range where the answers are acceptable. If we found 5.5 or 5.6 or 5.7, would have said something is wrong. So this is how you get to find without using the table like the way we did. All right, so check out the previous videos so that you can connect and understand where all this solving has come from.